And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Got a great one lined up. We got two cryptos we're going over. I looked at other cryptos. People sent me like 5 or so to look at. One was like RealFi. Some other ones, I was like, no. So let me go through the comments here real quick. Well, I can't get up to the first one, so I can't go over who are the first 5 people. Oh, man. Let me look through these things. Velo. Let me take a look at coin market cap. And let's see. Right, real quick here. Let me get this done, son. Velo. Oh. Yep. Starting right about 3 o'clock, 3:30 when I started posting a little bit of stuff. Velo starts to take off. I'll open the show up to everybody later. I wanted the $5 and the $10 people to see this today. And hey, look, it's a great crypto. I'm going to get into it. This is my opinion. Because my name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. The only kind of crypto advice I give,
I see you over there,
is when Zoltar comes in and starts talking to me. Crypto Hulk, he really talks to you? Yeah, man. He tells me stuff. He tells me how to tell everybody how to invest and all that stuff, and I relay that information. People are like, wow, this guy's a nut job. Before every show, I take heroin, cocaine, ice, what is that, crystal meth, everything I can get my hands on, roofies. I have a pill popping party, me and Zoltar over here, and then I put this program together so I can get you financially destroyed. I'm not a crypto advisor. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy on the show. Whatever I say is utter bullshit. My job is to get you financially wrecked. My job is to do no research at all, to have the same information everybody else has and pass around and share all the same information. Nobody ever makes money on this channel. Let me look through some of this. I'm the biggest liar on the planet. Now, I'm going to start up Zoltar.
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
Now, Zoltar, should all these people invest in Velo and Flare tonight? I'm going to give a fortune out. I want you to give me a fortune, and I'm going to read the fortune to these people. So here's the financial advisor at work right here.
You may have heard this, but Zoltar is here to tell you you can believe it. Age is simply a matter of mind. If you don't mind, then my friend, it doesn't matter. So go on, be carefree like a little baby. But first, give Zoltar a little money, and I will give you a fortune.
Yep. Okay. Let me get the fortune right here. Zoltar says you have to invest into Velo and Flare. These are two very important cryptos. Velo has serious connections with many different companies, says Zoltar's fortune. And Flare is going to be for the world of Web3. Flare enables Ripple to do its job in Web3. Flare enables the XRP to do its job. It's a bridge. Zoltar says invest in both. Okay. Well, he just said it right there. So now I can't tell you what to do. Dagger skateboards. Zoltar was huffing glue. Zoltar was huffing glue with Crypto Hulk before the show. How did you know that? Was that camera on? All right. Chris Sharp's like, fine, I'll go buy more Flare. Not sure how much I need, but I'm on my way. All right. Let's get into this. We got some Velo. Now, I'm not going to show you this whole thing. I'm going to read off a portion here. I will start off with this. Out of these two cryptos, Velo appeared to have more connections than Flare. But let me tell you something. Flare is secretive. And let me get on explaining this one before we talk about, because I don't want to sound negative with either one. I own Flare, but I don't have Velo yet. I got to wait till my payday. I got to get my allowance, my crypto allowance, probably on the 2nd of the month, July 2nd or maybe July 1st. Oh, it's almost Independence Day. Velo is a cryptocurrency and blockchain financial protocol designed to facilitate fast, secure, and effective cross-border transactions through a Web3 plus architecture. I want you to know something, I've been telling you for a while. The Web3 crypto stuff is going to be cheap, like XDC, Flare, Velo. It's all cheap right now because we're not even at Web3 yet. As we get closer to Web3, these start going up, okay? That's how it works. Cryptos that are designed more for the future. See, Flare is going to help the XRP ledger do what it can't do because it was designed a long time ago. Okay, so Flare is going to come in to allow the XRP ledger. Flare is going to come in acting like a bridge, an Ethereum virtual machine type bridge, so that XRP can work. Velo, now we're going back to Velo. Velo is a blockchain designed to facilitate fast, secure cross-border transactions through Web3 architecture. It operates as a federated credit exchange network powered by the Velo protocol, which enables digital credit issuance and borderless asset transfer for business using smart contracts. The Velo token serves as collateral. In my opinion, from what I read, I'm not an expert in this, so just letting you know. Plus, all the fucking drugs I've done right before the show, my brain is fried. My brain's fucked up right now, just letting you know. It appears to be like a bridge, okay? The Velo token serves as collateral. So let's say I want to get a loan at a pawn shop, right? They're like, what collateral do you have? And I'm like, well, I got 3 million gold coins. I think that's enough. No, let's say I want to borrow $10,000 or I need $10,000 at a pawn shop. I probably got to give them maybe 30,000 and something of value to where I'll get $10,000. Okay, something like that. I'm guessing. I have no idea. That's kind of how Velo acts. It acts as collateral. Okay. And an entry requirement for participating in the Velo ecosystem, blockchain and peer-to-peer network. It has a federated...
I am Zoltar, the great gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
Come see it too, no? The Federated Credit Exchange Network. That's what Velo has. A distributed network connected. Now, here's what it does. This is massive, okay? Velo connects traditional finance, like old school. None of this crypto, Web3 shit. Velo is going to help all the old-time business Get in the Web3 decentralized finance, everybody. We're talking all the money. It's going to be used by all the money. Velo, I get those mixed up. Velo is a distributed network connecting traditional finance, central finance, and DeFi to enable liquid exchange of digital credits pegged to fiat currencies. So that's what we got going on. It acts like a bridge. It's going to connect the old school, the central exchanges, and all the decentralized finance, and put it all together. You're going to have to enable liquid exchange of digital credits pegged to fiat money. That's how all these cryptos, digital credit issuance, Velo tokens are staked as collateral to issue digital credits. So you're going to have your Velo, and you can stake it, and they can use liquid issue digital credits like that, which maintain a one-to-one peg with fiat, reducing volatility and enabling trustless transactions. Interoperability. Velo leverages the Stellar network. Oh, so Stellar comes in. So I got Stellar, and when I get some cash, I'm probably going to get some Velo because they're working together. Now, what's interesting is Circle. Like, okay, I got a question. Maybe some of you guys out there can answer it. The question is, let's help Crypto Hulk. Now, you have Ripple, you have the XRP ledger, right? Okay. Then you have the XRP, and the name of the company is called Ripple Labs. Now, with Stellar, I guess you have the Stellar network. Is that the name? Because I don't know about Stellar that much. I've never really studied it at all. So Stellar's blockchain is called the Stellar blockchain. Is that true or not true? Does anybody know? Am I here by myself, or is there a big delay in this, or what? Stellar. So you have the XRP ledger. What is Stellar's ledger called? The Stellar network, I guess. Okay. A lot of times it's best to answer in a complete sentence because, like, number one, I don't know what Stellarium is. True. The two big coins on Stellar is Velo and Stronghold. Lumens are the tokens, right? Okay. The crypto is the Lumen, right? So Stellar is the name of the company, and the Stellar blockchain is called the Stellar blockchain, I presume. Stellar is the network. Okay. So XRP is a ledger. I've never heard of XRP being called the network. So just there seems to be a different terms here. Because I'm not a Stellar expert. Because I know the XRP, they got a ledger, and they got crypto called XRP, and the company is called Ripple. But I've never heard of, like, the Ripple network, right? Now I've heard of, like, the Stellar network. Why is that? Like, that just seems very different. So anyhow, what I'm trying to figure out is Stellar has lumens. So what, like, how are they being used? So, like these are a lot of questions. The Stellar Consensus Protocol. Well, I don't know what that is. What's interesting is, I mean, I don't know if the XRP, it just seems very, you have an XRP ledger, you have the XRP as the token. I know there's something called the Interledger Protocol that was built into the World Wide Web, and then you have Ripple, the company. Now with Stellar, I would guess you have something called the Stellar Ledger, but I've never really heard of that. My next question is, what the fuck is going on with the lumens? What are they doing with those? We know what's happened with XRP. We talk about it every day. XRP is being sold here and there, but what about these lumen things? Like, this is just very something is what I don't understand. So a Stellar network blockchain. What's interesting, we don't have a Ripple network blockchain, you know. So I don't know, it just seemed very different to me. So what I'm wondering is why Stellar network refers to the decentralized global network of computers. Stellar blockchain refers to the underlying ledger technology that records the history of transactions. So the Stellar has their blockchain, okay, and the Ripple ledger. So the Stellar ledger then. What's interesting, why is Stellar called the Stellar blockchain and then Ripple has the ledger? I've never heard anybody say, yep, that's the XRP blockchain. I always heard it XRP ledger. So I'm going to move on because this shit is just never ending. What I found interesting is with Stellar, why is Circle running on Stellar? What the fuck is going on with the lumens? Why don't I ever hear anything about Stellar's lumens at all? That's what's fascinating to me. When you go by Stellar, it's XLM. But it's like Circle, people are saying Stronghold is on Stellar. I want to know what the fuck's the lumens. Ripple made a stable coin, the Ripple Labs USD. What is Stellar going to do? Circle is a stable coin running on Stellar Network. See what I mean? Like there's something going on that I've never seen or had any answers to. So let me get to this here. So you've got Velo is Velo is running on the Stellar network. And it appears to me that Velo is kind of like going to be these tokens that are backed with fiat. So this is what I found here. So it's very interesting how it's running on Stellar network, EveryNet, and Ethereum blockchains, kind of like XRP is. Web3 plus ecosystem. Velo aims to create a trustless financial infrastructure supporting crypto payments, smart contracts, and fractionalized asset trading, making transactions cheaper, faster, and more accessible. Now, Velo has their infrastructure. They have a Velo protocol, a blockchain financial. So Velo has a blockchain financial protocol that enables digital credit issuance and asset transfers using the Stellar Consensus Protocol for transaction processing and settlement. Velo is built on the Stellar blockchain. It has a Hermes warp protocol, a digital reserve system. The digital reserve system is this: automatically rebalances Velo tokens, collateral pools daily to maintain a one-to-one fiat peg for digital credits, preventing over-collateralization. So does that mean Velo is going to be worth $1? I mean, it kind of sounds like that to me in a way. I'm not sure. because I don't quite understand exactly what this is. I don't even completely understand Stellar. There's a whole lot of secrets with that shit. Velo token used as collateral for digital credit issuance and as an entrance requirement for the Velo ecosystem. Velo is traded on exchanges like Binance, KuCoin, PancakeSwap. They have a token burn. They did 20% of a burn in 2022. Let me look down at the strengths. The strengths is Velo has partnerships with Visa and Stellar. Focus on interoperability and stablecoin infrastructure aligns with growing demands. Let's see, risks. There's really not any risk here that I'm seeing, which is a very good thing. It lists the people who started it. Now, one thing I noticed with this is you got, they're working with Thailand. They spoke at a Thailand event. A lot of Southeast Asia, some of the people here are like either Thai, like a Thai from that part of the world in Asia. And I'm not sure what that is all about. Now, LightNet is mixed up with this, something called iRemit, the largest Filipino-owned non-bank remittance service provider, partner with Velo. I believe iRemit is a Ripple partner. Let me take a look real quick here. Yes, iRemit is a partner of Ripple since 2018. Okay, so now we've got Ripple involved in this as well, or the technology of Ripple. You got Apollo X, derivative exchange, something called Native, Kill Switch, Open Eden. Let me take a look. Let me check something out. Yes, Open Eden is a Ripple partner. Okay, so you know what we got going on here? We got a whole lot of Ripple and Stellar. See what we got? Ripple and Stellar together. Let me look again here. You got Securitize. That's a Ripple partner right there. Kyber Network. Oh my God. That's like my second biggest holding. So this is massive right here. Securitize is a Ripple partner. You know, Kyber Network, that's tied in with Hedera. This is where Velo goes, boom. That's where Velo gets massive, and that's why I give it a double thumbs up. This thing is fuck. Oh, Chainlink is right there. Son of a bitch. That's a Ripple partner. Kogo Pay. Now, I don't know if Kogo Pay is a Ripple partner, but we're going to find out here in a minute, aren't we? So this project, whew, holy God. Kogo Pay. Okay, there's no evidence for that, so that's fine. Chainlink is Huobi. I'm sure Huobi, Binance is mixed up in this. BlackRock. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Boom. BlackRock. BlackRock, Velo Labs introduced BlackRock's tokenized short-term treasury to fund Southeast Asia. Wow. Okay. Oh, and they're partners. Velo is partners with the Laos government. There's your sign right there. This thing is fucking amazing. They got Hashkey working with them for investing in them. This is huge. This is massive. This Velo thing, Visa, Paxos, LightNet, Stellar, Solana, DEX. Hey, they're all mixed in. Ethereum. Wow, it just never ends. Very, very interesting. I can't tell you whether to buy it. It's on my list. I'm now that I see all these big names and stuff in there, for me, it would be one that I would definitely get. I'm not sure how much I'm putting into it when I get paid, but this one I might put in. Wow, it's huge. I'm gonna have to take. I don't know how much I'm gonna put in. I can't really tell you. Yeah, Caleb Brown has it. I already know. Like I don't want to trade my Stellar for it. It's just I don't want to start selling stuff to buy other. So that Velo is definitely one. $500 will get you over 40,000. Son of a bitch. Are you serious? Okay. Hold on. I'm going to look at Caleb Brown. Now that you put it like that. I'm going to take a look at Velo. Type this in. There it is right there. Nice. Very nice. Let's look at let's take Stellar. I might do 4,000 Stellars and transfer that into Velo. Pushing the button, done. Oh, it's I guess that number's too low. 5,000 Stellars to buy Velo. Why does it say this order is below the $500 minimum? What am I doing wrong? Stellars are how much? 30 cents a piece? I'll have to look at this on why it's not trading it out. I think it's doing it. Hold on. You are selling Stellar. Okay, it did it. I got it. Job well done. Job well done. So I sold off 1/3 of my Stellar to get these. Yeah, less than a quarter. Oh, I thought Stellar was like, I guess all this crypto's dropping. I thought it was like 33 cents, but I guess it's less than that now. Okay. No wonder I put in like I put in whatever, and I had to keep adding and adding and adding. And then finally it was able to sell. So 25 cents a piece. Damn, it really went down a lot. All these cryptos. Hey, that's fine with me. I get more of them. Now let's look at my numbers. It'll probably take a minute to show up. Yeah. I probably got like for every one XRP, I've got 2 Velos. So that will take a minute or so to show up on the account. Yeah, I've never looked into Velo at all. So that's why I was absolutely confident that I wanted to buy it. I want some diversification. And that Stellar, man, that Velo's working with all the top people. BlackRock. We started BlackRock. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, it looks like it's going to take a few minutes, 5 or 10 minutes or something to show up that it actually was sold. So my top one is Hedera, then the Kyber, because Hedera and Kyber kind of work together. And that's why I got those two. I got Axelar, the Root Network, XDC, Stellar, Flare, Zebek, Plume, ZK Sync, Telcoin, Plume, Plume, Flare, and the Root Network. So adding Velo, welcome to the club. Once I saw all those BlackRock, fucking Hedera and shit, and all the others, I'm like, damn, this one, pretty amazing. The Kyber network in there, Chainlink. I'm like, BlackRock, whoa. And a government. You have the government of Laos. I'm like, oh, damn. Now, there's a lot of undisclosed banks involved there, but they're keeping this one secret too, okay? Specific banks, undisclosed. The chief operating officer mentioned that they have collaborations with, quote, big name banks and institutions. Everybody, this one is a secret, okay? That's what they do with this shit. Stellar has always been kind of Ripple has always been the real vocal one, having big events and shit and hooking up with the world's big. And Stellar's like the quiet one. You don't hear much. He moves like a ninja, 1970 legend wants to know, does Velo work with Biddle somehow? Yeah. I just read where, let me get to there again there, buddy. Velo Labs introduced BlackRock's tokenized short-term treasury fund to Southeast Asia. That's Biddle. That's what it is. BlackRock's treasury fund, that's Biddle. But see what they're doing is they're trying to keep all the stuff secret, you guys, okay? And that's why I've never heard of Velo at all. That shit's a fucking ghost, right? I'm in crypto every day. I look at all kinds of news. Let me tell you something. I don't hear a fucking thing about Velo, okay? I was hesitant about doing a deep dive, but a lot of you guys wanted me to look at it. Now, I don't know everything. I only focus on what I see. Remember, what I do is I look at the news and I deep dive articles, right? Okay. If Velo is not in the news, I'm not going to know about it. Ta-da! So it's never in the news. And it's that way on purpose. They're hiding this one for some reason. And that's what Stellar does. That Jed McCaleb is sneaky like a snake. He had Mt. Gox crypto exchange. That shit got busted. Everybody goes to jail. $800 billion. Some's got, and Jed just keeps on walking down the street. Nothing happens to this motherfucker. The whole crypto trial with Ripple from 2020 up, he's selling off every month selling off his XRP. Nobody even questions that guy. Velo. That's why I just sold off 30% of my Stellar to get that. I'm like, you know what? I need access to that shit. Something's going on with this fucking crypto, because if I don't hear about it, they're keeping that shit secret for a purpose, okay? Stronghold. I'm going to look that one up. You guys keep telling me to look Stronghold up. Now your wish is my command. With Zoltar. Zoltar, I'll read your fortune, no? Tomorrow morning, Stronghold. And they probably got a bunch of fucking secrets, just like this Velo shit. So don't go selling shit off. I can do that. I've got some Stellar enough to, sell some of that off, and I'll pick some up in a few days. I'm sure Stellar will be at 25 cents or something. So I'll pick it up again and get my numbers back up. Harry Heck says Stronghold is a secret to Hulk. I've never seen it in the news at all. I'm not saying it's bad. I've never said crypto shit that I don't see. When people ask me, what do you know about Stronghold? I'll be like, nothing. Because I've never seen it in the news. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I never see it in the news. So I'm going to investigate this shit and find out what the fuck's going on. So that is Velo. Now we're going to talk about Flare. I always thought with Flare that Hugo Filion, here's why. Okay, one reason why I never got into Flare, now I'm going to take a cheap shot at the guy who runs Flare, this Hugo Filion guy. Okay, this Hugo Filion guy, when you listen to this guy talk, hello, everybody. I can't do his voice, but he sounds like a 17-year-old pervert who likes going to baseball card shops to probably hook up with 12-year-olds or something. Now, this is my opinion. None of this is fact. This is just my opinion on this person. I'm not making any claims or anything like that, okay? It's just strictly my opinion. So every time I heard this guy, or he reminds me of somebody like in the 1970s that would drive around in a little van and kidnap kids and shit. So that's why I never bought Flare, because that dude's kind of creepy, the way he talks and shit, and then when I deep dive Flare, I can almost find nothing. Talk about a ghost. Flare is like a major ghost. All their connections and all that kind of shit is just like, yeah, Geo says Chester the child, and I won't say the word molester. So let's look at Flare. So anyhow, that's why I never got into Flare. That dude creeped me out. Like, dude, he sounds like I was afraid, like, if I bought Flare, this dude was going to try to, like, touch my genitals or something. So I'm like, I'm not buying that fucking shit. That dude's a weirdo. Somebody's like, Cryptohawk, I think you need counseling. Cryptohawk, do you have past childhood issues that you haven't resolved yet? And I'm like, haven't we all? I got to have some laughs. Flare Network bridges XRP. Here we go with Flare. I've got Flare. Let me see how much Flare. Let me look at my portfolio with Flare. I used to have the same amount of Flare as XLM. Let's see. Flare represents what I originally bought XRP. Flare is 25% of my XRP that I originally bought. But in today's money with inflation, Flare is probably 20%. What I originally spent 5 years ago on XRP, in today's money, my Flare is about 20% of that. So I've got a decent portion. My Flare is twice that of my Plume. My Flare is twice Zebek. My Flare I got now is almost my XDC. Another 20% more, and I got the same amount as XDC. The root network is 1.5 times bigger than my Flare. My Kyber is 2.5 times as big as Flare, and Hedera is almost 3 times as big as Flare. So those are my ratios on what I got with Flare. Totally love the project. Let's see. Somebody, Dance Girl's like, he is kind of odd. I know, huh? Like, you listen to this dude, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's creepy. Let's get into Flare. Cool. Well, Crypto Hulk, you kind of tainted the story. So now I got some kind of little baseball card shopping, Scooby-Doo the van driving guy looking for kids to pass out ice cream, or, hey, come on in, kids. I've got a puppy and some candy in here if you want some. It's really hot out there. The air conditioning is blowing real cold in this little creeper van I'm driving around in. Why don't you come on in? We'll take you home. You can play with the puppy. And it's probably a dachshund, a wiener dog, if you know what I mean. Flare Networks, Crypto Hulk. I'm telling you. Flare Networks, Bridging Technology, and F Assets are bringing institutional and retail, retail XRP holders into DeFi, tapping a massive pool of idle liquidity. This thing is going to be massive. Despite its massive popularity, XRP, listen to this, has remained largely absent from decentralized finance because of what? The technical limitations of XRP and the XRP ledger. Oh, see, remember now, the XRP ledger came out in 2013 or something, right? So when did they start working on it? Maybe 2003, maybe in the 90s. Like, see what I mean? Like, so the XRP ledger, even though it's more advanced than these other cryptos, and what the XRP ledger is, it's a bridge. But remember, they've got to add, see, it came out in 2013. We talked about it, the Interledger Protocol and Codius and shit. That went into the internet with HTTP 402, the placeholder in the internet for that. So what we got is an older technology, the XRP ledger. So what Flare is going to do is help Ripple's XRP ledger do what it's got to do. Dream3R, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. We'll be able to afford therapy when crypto moons. Yes. So what we got here is XRP FI. So this is it's a DeFi ecosystem centered on the XRP ledger. It aims to narrow that gap. It leverages Flare's network bridging and smart contract technology to bring XRP into the realm of programmable finance. Here we go. See, we're not even in DeFi yet. We're not even Web3. That's why Flare is cheap, not because it's not good. Okay, this, I'll say it again so brand new people can get it. It's 1 penny because we're not in the future where this is going to come into effect. We're not in DeFi yet. We're not, it's kind of like this. What would be the stock right now of having in, if Elon Musk said in 20 or 30 years, I'm going to go to Mars and build houses, how many people right now would invest in that company? Probably not a lot. And then after a year, if he didn't do nothing, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you guys are bitching about prices now. And okay, we're probably, who knows how far away from crypto, 6 months, 1, 2 years, I have no idea. 30 years down the road, I'm not investing in no fucking house. Elon Musk, he'll be dead by the time that shit's built. So this is kind of like what Flare is. You're so early to DeFi and shit. People are like, oh, fuck, I'm not going to buy Flare or none of that Velo shit. The prices are 1 penny. You have no idea what it's designed for, the future. So in 1 to 2 years from now, see, that's why you missed out on Bitcoin. I missed out on Bitcoin. I didn't see any value. Well, it doesn't have any value actually. So, but with Flare and the Velo, you're given right now an opportunity to go to Caleb Brown and get hooked up for like a penny, where you can buy these two products that they both sell. I'm not telling you to buy them. I'm just saying you have an opportunity. You got to listen carefully to the words. You have an opportunity to go to Caleb Brown and buy these if you want. And I just bought Velo. I've already got Flare. And when I get paid, I got to look at I don't want to overbuy shit. So I got to kind of look at them and by staking FXRP. So Flare XRP holders receive STXRP, a liquid staking token that represents a claim on the staked FXRP. This allows XRP holders to unlock native-like staking yields on an asset that otherwise doesn't support staking. It'll enable passive income without sacrificing liquidity. Institutions are showing growing interest in XRP FI. Digital money platform Uphold, which holds over 2 billion XRP. Are you hearing this? Now, let me point something out to you. Now, this is very interesting. I'm glad that, now listen to this. Uphold owns 2 billion XRP. Well, it holds it, okay? So technically, yeah. See, with Caleb and Brown, you are the account owner. On Uphold, you're the account holder. There's a difference legally. You don't own your crypto on Uphold. When you have Caleb Brown, you own it. If something were to happen to Uphold and Caleb and Brown, with Caleb Brown, legally, you own it. They don't. With Uphold, if something bad were to happen, you don't own your crypto. They do. Oh, now that you said that, Crypto Hulk, I hear you. Now, what's interesting is Stellar burned up 50 billion tokens. So, because remember, the same guy that made Stellar made XRP, Jed McCaleb. So they both had 100 billion to start. Stellar burned up 50 billion. Now, what's interesting is, what is that? Stripe. Stripe owns the same. This is very interesting. Stripe owns 2 billion Stellar. So they own 1 out of 25 right now, right? Okay. Look at this right here. It's almost the same situation. Uphold owns 2 billion XRP. Now that's 1/50th. 1 out of 50 XRP. Uphold owns it. What if XRP, they burn up half just like Stellar did? Now Stripe and Uphold both will own 1 out of every 25. I just thought that's interesting and all. Let me check the comments here. Pegasus XRP, thank you very much for the tax-free donations. Hi, Hulk. Can you make a list of the tokens you own with the percentage in a portfolio? No, I don't want to be that specific. I need inspiration. Thanks. By the way, find a lady for Zoltar. He is alone in a glass box. It's a toy. I mean, what do you mean? He's probably getting all. Zoltar is a toy. Okay. Let's look here. If you have the crypto, if some of you bought fake MGB, multi-bank globe, or whatever that was, I forgot. I don't know if it's real or not, if you ever bought it. But if you have it, you might want to consider selling it if it's up 100% and getting your money back that you put in. And then, but see, this is all on you. It's not me telling you to do anything at all. I'm just saying, if you bought fake crypto that you thought was this global bank crypto and it's not. Now, some of you might want to sell out to get your money back that you lost. So just saying, I don't know if it's fake or not. I have no idea. I don't tell people to buy shit or not. I'm just saying there could be a thing where it really is. And then again, maybe it's really not. I don't know. What I do is I teach the crypto for what I see. And if you want to go buy it, and if you don't, that's all on you. I have no idea. My thing is this. Unfortunately, I couldn't get into it. I don't know if it was real or not, but I was willing to lose $1,000, if it was fake. Sometimes you just don't know. But let's go on with this. Yeah, multi-bank. So yeah, whatever you guys do, I really don't care because I just teach the crypto. With Flare, liquid staking is coming to the XRP ecosystem through the launch of STXRP. So that's what Flare is going to be doing with DeFi and staking your crypto. Then you get Flare tokens and shit like that. I'm going to look here. Okay, I did a deep dive on Flare. It came out around 2017-18. I'm going to tell you something about Flare right now before I even get into it. There's almost nothing here, okay? That was the general consensus. When I grokked it, used Grok, I still couldn't find anything about Flare. It's almost like it's a ghost, okay? We already know there's like 3 people that are in charge of like making it or whatever. You got the Hugo Filion, the Dr. Neri, and some guy named Rowan or something like that. It comes out of London, which is very interesting. The London College, there was a college in London, and they had students working to build some shit, and they made something called Flare. I'm very skeptical about it's all 3-letter agency. I'm not worried about Flare. Oh, I know it's going to be very successful. It's worked with Ripple from day one. And what is Ripple? The government. So it's working with the government. So I know this one's going to be awesome. It's going to be a ton of money. I can't tell you to buy it or not. I'm just giving you my opinion. I can't really read off. The guy that made Litecoin is involved in this. Not that means anything, but Flare does not put out who they got working with them on their team. They got like investors, okay? There's 17 investors. They won't tell anybody who those are. So it's just like, that's Flare, all right? That's why I was always kind of weary of Flare from the beginning, because that creepy guy. The only thing they really show you is that Ripple Xpring. Ripple has something called Xpring, and they was with them from day one. They work with Uniswap, so there you have that. So the biggest thing I could say is Flare and Ripple work together, and this is a very quiet project. So I like that. I just have this feeling that Flare is going to be enormous. So F assets, Flare creates a fully collateralized, decentralized representation of XRP called FXRP. Flare's Ethereum virtual machine allows the XRP to be used in smart contracts without relying on centralized custodians like a wrapped Bitcoin. No other platform, listen to this about Flare. This is what Grok says. No other platform offers a trustless, decentralized bridge. So that's what Flare is. It's a bridge currency, and that's what XRP is. The crypto is a bridge currency, but Flare is a DeFi bridge for the XRP to work. So look, imagine this. The XRP ledger is for everything in this world, on this internet, okay? When we move into the future, you'll have something called Futureverse. We went into what Futureverse was, but you'll have the Web3. And what Flare will do is be the bridge for Ripple. See, Ripple right now, the XRP is a bridge for everything in this universe we call the internet. XRP is the bridge for like everything. And then you got XDC will be the bridge for everything trading in the stock market, derivatives, that kind of shit. That's what XDC is a bridge for, but it all goes on the XRP ledger. Then when we go into the next universe, the Web3, Flare becomes that bridge so Ripple can go into Web3 and the futureverse of crypto that we don't know yet, okay? Flare is that bridge. And that's what's very interesting and exciting about this. We're moving into a new world, so that's where I'll kind of leave this thing. Let me look at some comments here. Grabbed another 500,000 of Zebic. You know what I kind of also think right now is when these prices, I knew for years, when these prices start to really dump, and they have, I knew that years ago, 5 years ago, I knew that when we got really close to everything taking off, all this shit would just dump. And if we look at it now, these prices are just dumping, right? Hard. Something's, because imagine this. Have you ever seen the ocean? Now remember, Ripple has to deal with water. That name, Ripple, deals with water. The ocean, before a wave comes in, what happens? The water draws back, doesn't it? And then brings in a huge wave. I have a feeling. Now, right now, it's great. It's a great time to buy right now. Right now is a buying time. It's not a selling time. It's not a staking time. Right now, you're given an opportunity. We have a great custody agent called Caleb and Brown. We got super cheap crypto. You got this guy right here breaking down cryptos. If you want to get any of them, it's up to you. I showed you what I knew. I knew very little about any of these cryptos because they're never in the news. They're quiet as a church mouse, okay? So that's why I'm not an expert in all. Well, first off, I'm not a tech guy. What I do is I do research, I report to you. I'm not an expert. I'm a reporter. I'm basically what I am is I'm a reporter. So, Kathy K says, weird shit is starting to happen. Canada's cracking down harder on crypto. Topper Pay has been kicked out. This is what I'm seeing too, everybody. I think right before things start getting big, these crypto prices start dumping. Why? So institutions that don't have enough of this shit, they can come in and snatch it up. That's what I believe. I'm A-okay with having a 25-cent Stellar because when I get paid, I was paying before that 33 cents a piece to buy them. Now I'm going to get them at a discount, like 20% off sale. So it depends on how you look. I look at this. This is very exciting. I'm able to now I stopped buying crypto May 2020. I didn't start buying any crypto until Caleb and Brown. I hooked up with them like around November of 2024. Maybe even like January 2024 or something, right? December, January, somewhere in there. Maybe it was like December, maybe January 20 is when I started. So I waited about 4.5 years of not buying any crypto. And as these prices were going up, I'm like, fuck. Now the prices are down. I love it. Okay. So whatever your situation is, I'm sorry if you're ready for it to take off. I love the low prices. I want this for a little bit longer so I can get all my stuff. And then I'll be like, you know what? I'm done. Whenever they want to take off, great. But right now, I still want to accumulate. So XRPOBD, thank you very much. The You Ain't Never Lied Fund. Thank you for that there, buddy. Yeah, the internet has been acting weird lately. Absolutely. Let's see. Crazy Hulk, his prices are insane. Yeah. I think that'll be it. That's a wrap. If there's any last questions about anything. And I'm going to work on tomorrow morning's show. Okay, I'm back after YT shut me off. I'm going to look up Stronghold. Okay, I'll get it. Give me a couple others. Maybe tomorrow I'll do another 2 more cryptos. If you want me to, if you're unsure and if you want to buy some shit and you want me to go over it first, I'll go over it, but I'm telling you to get it. All right, Casper. But I got to see a lot of people. Okay, Casino Coin, Casper, Jasmine. This shit's going to take me some time, so make sure these are not dumb shit cryptos, all right? Casper Casino, Stronghold. Casper Casino. I got Stronghold, Casper. That casino coin, that's just gambling. I don't know. I'm not really big on that guy that's, oh, come on in. He's the guy who likes casino. He was promoting that casino coin years ago, but I don't ever hear him talking about that anymore. XCN. Isn't that like a JP Morgan coin? Like DAG. I'm not going to do that DAG shit. Jasmine. Okay. So that's 3. Some of these CeeLo, said Stu Lavelle. CeeLo we talked about years ago. I don't ever see it in the news. That's what's weird. Terra. I'm not doing that XPR healthcare shit. Or you got that 20-year-old guy or something that talks about XPR or some shit XRP healthcare. I don't know if that shit's the same, but I don't. If he's already talking, he talks about this shit all the time. So Pepe's baby data coin. RSR. I think that'll be it. Jasmine connected to Sony with Chainlink. Okay, I got 4 here. Stronghold, Casper, Jasmine, and CeeLo. I'll look those up. The yellow token, that's an African one. Metallicus, we've already gone over. You should actually buy Metallicus. No, just kidding. Don't do it. I went over Metallicus. It sounded like a great program. Metal. Let me do that metal one again. Metal. I'll look into it. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but that's a good enough list. That metal one, with the metal, you got Federal Reserve people that quit and went to work at that company. So I remember that. But it's got some deep ties to a lot of Federal Reserve shit. And it took I don't know if I'm going to do the metal. I might. It's just last time that metal shit, I had to deep dive so much fucking shit. It just took a lot of time. I'm like, I still remember that metal was a lot of pain. That's how I remember some of the deep dives. When I hear metal, I'm like, oh shit, I spent like an hour doing that shit. That was too much fucking work. Algorand. I gotta consider that. Algorand's not, I know they're redoing the whole, Algorand's like redoing itself, and they've been quiet for like 5 years. Algorand's been like a ghost for 5 years. They'll put Algorand in there, but we'll see. Algorand, I know they're a Ripple partner, so that's a given. I know I need to buy Algorand. Okay, I got like 6 cryptos. That's it. I'll look around a little bit. I got some news articles I can do if I find nothing. Is Stronghold on Caleb and Brown? Well, we can find out right now. No. Oh, that's probably not going to work. So it's SH and then X. It's not showing up. Okay, I'm not. It's probably such a really small cap that Caleb Brown don't want to care if it's too small. I'll take a I'll take a look at it. Low liquidity. Oh, that's the one Jim said they are considering. Okay. I'll look it up. And we went over Jasmine. Yeah, they're working with Sony and stuff, and it's a bad thing. I'll do some looking around and pick a couple, and let's see what we can do with that. All right, I'm going to end this one. I will see everybody at 7 o'clock a.m. I got to get to work and find a couple cryptos here to present to you tomorrow. I'll see you then.